What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for watching my last video. I had so much fun recording that, and I gotta say I struggled a little bit with the language. So thank you all for watching, and then thank you all for sharing that video. Today I have a story to tell. So if you've watched my Get to Know Me tag, some of you might know that I am from Ghana, and I also went to school in Ghana, which means that I went to boarding school. So today I'm gonna tell you about some of my stories in boarding school. Boarding school in Ghana it's kind of like it's a thing. Most people will go to high school in a different town or in a different region, so that means they have to stay on campus. It's a normal thing. It doesn't mean you're a bad girl or you're a bad child whatsoever, but in most cases you go to boarding school. No matter what kind of child you are, you're gonna go to boarding school if your parents can afford it. So in that case, I went to boarding school. I started boarding school in class 5, which is, I'm gonna say grade 5. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that's what it is. If I'm wrong, do correct me. So class 5, primary 5, that's when I started boarding school. Now, the whole boarding school, you can live on your own, you do your own things, and then nobody's there to distract you whatsoever. It's a big lie. I went to boarding school from class 5 all the way through senior high school, and trust me, boarding school is hard. Boarding school in Ghana is hard. Boarding school in Africa is hard. Trust me. And I had to go through that. So I'm gonna tell you about my school mother. So school mother, if you don't know who a school mother is, school mother or school father whatsoever, school mother for me is someone who takes, so it's a senior, someone who is above you in terms of class or grade, who is above you, and they take care of you. It's usually those who are in junior high, so that person technically becomes your school mother. The other thing that qualifies them to be your school mother is because you're going to be sharing the same bunk bed with them. You're going to be sharing the same space with them, and because they're older than you are, automatically you're the daughter and they are the mother. If you're not lucky and you get some school mother, ow, the way they will chop your food, ow, the way they will punish you, the way they will send you. So I went to school in Tema. I went to school at Datus Tema. I mean, I was there, and then my uncle came and was like, hey, you're going to have to write an exam and whatnot. So to go into a school, you have to write an exam. You don't even practice. You just go and write some exam, and you decide whether you should, half of the time you're going to enter no matter what, because even if you don't make it, there's bribery. So I went to that school, wrote the exams. They're like, oh, you passed and whatnot. So now they gave us a list to go and buy certain things that I'm gonna need for school. So there's like a box. There's something like a box. They call it a chop box. That's where you keep all your food and stuff like that. And then there's the suitcase or something like that. That one you keep your dresses and all your other personal stuff in there, and everything that you bring has to be labeled. Everything has to have your name on it. If they take one thing and there's no name on it, they're sending you back home to go and put your name on it, or go and buy a marker or something and put your name on there. They asked you to bring a broom. They asked you to bring hoe and cutlass. For those of you who don't know what hoe and cutlass is, I'm gonna put it in the somewhere in the video so you can see what that is. They're gonna ask you to bring a scrubbing brush. So there's gonna be a point in time where you're gonna scrub the bathroom and a whole lot of stuff. So the day we got there, the house mistress, she was all nice and checking my stuff. She was all smiley because this girl, they brought her to school and we kind of look like we're all right. So she was all nice and that. She's not. But at that point, she acted so nice. And then she randomly, I don't know, she just called one of the seniors. She was like, hey, take this girl to the dormitory. I repeat, take this girl to her dormitory. All of a sudden, this senior took me to her dormitory, to her space. So I'm her school daughter. So she carried my stuff when I said, this girl, yeah, I'm not ready to carry anything. So she carried all my stuff. And then as I went on, the first few weeks, they were very smooth because I was this new girl that came and then they asked her to take care of me. So she was all nice and all of that. And then halfway through, she'll come and open your locker. Why do I need to open my locker for you? I didn't say that, but yeah, I opened my locker. She said, oh, I need needle. So needle is this powdered milk in Ghana. So I need needle, and she'll take it. The next day she'll come, I need Milo, then she'll grab it. The next day she'll come, I need Gary, then she'll grab it. The next day she'll come, I need shito. When I was going, they made me the best shito with all the meat and stuff in it. That shito. So she started eating my stuff, and I'm like, yo, why are these school mothers like that? It wasn't only me. So when we go, there's evening preps, we go to evening preps, and then all the other my mates will be talking about how their school mothers have been eating their stuff. So those people, when they are coming to school, they don't bring anything. Those seniors, they don't bring anything. All they will bring is Gary and shito. The rest, they are coming to eat from your locker. She ate my food to a point where I had to go and report to the house mistress. It's like, this senior has been eating my food, so I don't want her to be my school mother again. This house mistress said, no, she's going to be your school mother. She's going to talk to her so she stop eating your food. I spoiled the case. This senior came. She was so angry. So me, because she's eating small my food, I went to report her and whatnot. I'm like, I was so embarrassed. So besides everything, this senior, she had a temper, a terrible temper. So when I was going, one of the things I had to bring was like a bowl, plate, cups. You need to be a spoon. Those personal stuff, you have to bring them because that's what you're going to use to eat when you go for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. And I don't know why my folks got me a glass plate. They got me glass plate. So this senior, because it's a glass plate, she won't use her plates anymore. She will take my plate and take it to dinner because she has a school daughter who has a glass plate. So she will take my plate, take it to dining, and tell you what, she broke all of them. Because of that temper, she broke all of them. I don't know what goes on in the dining hall because the dining hall is going to dinner. The seniors go and eat first, and then the juniors go and eat after that. I don't know where that rule came from. We, the kids, are supposed to eat before the other people are supposed to eat, but they happen to eat first before we eat. So she will take my plate. I don't know what goes on there. By the time she comes out, my plate is broken. She broke all of them. She broke all of them. And the worst part of that, because when I first went in, I didn't know about all this school mother stuff. So I thought it was somebody who was supposed to take care of me, and I started calling her mommy. So I started calling her mommy. I'm like, why? Now that I think about it, why on earth was I calling her mommy? She was nowhere close to my mom. But somehow, this girl, so I had to be calling her mommy. So at night, when I needed to pee, so to go and pee, there's no bathroom inside the dormitory. You have to go outside and go and pee. And that was the school I went to. The stories from that school, you better not be going outside alone. You're either going to see a statue walking around, or you're going to see this black cat, or you're going to see some of the stories where if you go into the toilet, you see the trash cans and hitting each other, or you see a broomstick on the toilet. Some horror stories. The first term I was there, I was like, get me out of here. I can't stay here anymore. School mother is eating my stuff, seniors are punishing me, and on top of that, there are all these horror stories in the school. There was a statue in the middle of the school. The stories from that statue, I cannot even explain. But boarding school in Ghana is real hard. So from morning, I think we woke up at 4:30. 4:30 you wake up. You have to shower and be ready by a certain time. So that means your bed is all laid, you are all dressed up, your books are packed, your space is clean. They call it the corner. It has to be clean. When the seniors come for inspection, it's clean. But look at the number of people on campus. You have to bath within a certain period of time and be ready by a certain period of time. It was not easy. It was more like going to the military. Seriously. So then they'll come around, they come and check if you are still dressing. They'll write your name, because after school you're going to either be reading, or you'll be sweeping, or you'll be fetching water and whatnot for the seniors. There's a punishment for you, and that punishment, see, the whole day you're at school, you can't think straight. You can't think far, because you are thinking about the punishment that you're going to be doing after school. And then after that, they have designated duties for everybody, your chores that you do every morning before you go to school. Before you go to school, there's more for you to go and do at school. So the boarding house is different, and then when you go to school, it's also different. So after you do that, you get to campus. When you get to campus, you have to do all your duties before lessons start. After school, you better not be staying on campus. You have to run back to the boarding house, go and bath. Make sure that from the morning you fetched water down, because sometimes after school, the tap is not flowing. The tap is not flowing. You have to go and climb the reservoir. The reservoir, if you're up there and don't know anybody up there, you will stand there and rot. So after school, if you don't have water, it's the reservoir. The reservoir, if you're up there, it can take a very long time before you have someone have mercy on you and get you water. You go and bath. Half of the time, if the bathroom is dirty, you're kind of standing in the bathroom like you don't want to be there. But you have to shower. That's where you're going to shower. Whether it's dirty or not, you're going to stand there and shower. Go upstairs. And then when you're not back from school on time, and basically if you are late in doing anything, forget about it. You're going to be late for the rest of the things. There's no way you can catch up. So after school, you bath, you shower, everything, and then it's time for supper. They'll ring the bell. We had this siren. It'll go off and tell you, hey, it's time for dinner, or it's time for supper, like the British would say. It's time for supper. And then the seniors will come dorm by dorm. They are closing the door. If they are closing the door and you are inside, hey, you better grab all your things and come and dress outside. Because if they lock that door on you, punishment number 1. Punishment number 2, you are not at supper. Punishment number 3, you will not go to prep. They will come and do roll call. Hey, Lilia Safeje is not at prep. So you see, your punishment will keep piling and piling and piling, and you'll be like, shoot me now, because I can't stay here anymore. Boarding house is hard, but when you become a senior, it is so much fun. When you become a senior, it's so much fun. I don't regret going to boarding school because it's taught me a lot of things. It's taught me a lot of things. It's taught me how to be on my own, how to clean, how to lay my bed. Laying your bed was like the number one thing. There was this blanket they recommended in the list they give you to go and buy your stuff. This blanket, you better not use it, because the way your skin is going to eat you. That blanket, I don't know who made it and who we gave so much business to, because every single person had it. Every single person in the boarding school had that blanket, but they were not comfortable. They were so itchy. So half of the time, you don't use it. When you become a senior, you don't use it, because they will check if you have the blanket on your bed or not. They will check. They will check your underwear, what kind of underwear you're wearing. And when I say underwear, not the American underwear. There's underwear skirts and underwear pants. So they check it, that what kind you're wearing. If you're not wearing it, it's another punishment for you. And then sometimes after school, it's something they call siesta. One time it was like, siesta please, siesta please. The senior is yelling on top of her voice, siesta please. I'm like, what is siesta? And they're like, that means it's time for you to take a nap. Take a nap. Oh, okay, I can take a nap. But that siesta, it lasts for like 30 minutes. That siesta, if you take that siesta, you'll be late for everything else, because that 30-minute nap is not enough. You end up sleeping more. That means you get up late to go and take a shower. You'll be late for dinner. They'll lock you in the dormitories. You won't go for prep. You will be punished because you didn't go to prep. Hey! Boarding school, if you're a junior, it's very, very hard. I don't know how people did it. Some parents brought their kids who were like 5, 4, 6-year-olds to boarding school to survive on their own. Hi, I don't know if I can do that. But once you become a senior, it is so much fun. So my next video is going to be a part 2 of my boarding school life. I'm going to tell you all the fun stuff when I was a senior, and what I did as a senior. I wasn't a bad senior, but hopefully we all get to hear that story next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.